major, I don't have their names yet, but they're giving me my great grandmother's energies for some reason. Them was some tough women, honey, okay? On both sides of the family, honey. They was some tough women. Yet, Venus, thank you for mentioning that, because it's all about our energy when it comes to caring for plants, y'all. It is all about our energy when it comes to caring for plants, because they're living beings as well. So environment matters for them. And so if we know that plants are living beings, how do we do if we're around toxic spaces and toxic energy? We around a home where people are always yelling and arguing and it's a bunch of gossiping. Like, the plants hear that too. They hear everything that you hear. And that literally affects them. I've literally seen so many studies of them showing the plants who you speak good things to, affirmations, smile, dance, they grow different. They grow different. And it wasn't until I started treating them like they're real living things and real living beings that they started operating different with me. I look at them and I may see a leaf. Like, for example, Faith, my caladium, some of her leaves and stuff were starting to wilter and stuff. And I was starting to feel bad about myself. I'm just like, I know I'm taking care of it. And I was sitting there, I was just like, Faith, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? And she said, the season is changing. Don't worry. And she let me know that sometimes the leaves die off so that they can save their nutrients for the ones that have a stronger rate of surviving. So at certain seasons, your plant, you could be taking care of them. They could be doing good. And some of the leaves may still die. They still die. But she told me, and when I did that and I just fixed up the other ones and I cut off the other ones, I noticed the other ones started to perk up more. Y'all, literally. So it's like, you can't feel bad about cutting a leaf off. If you see it's, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case is, it doesn't mean that you're not doing something good all the time. Sometimes it is just the change of the season and they're saving the nutrients and what they have, their energy budget, okay? So they're just like, we got a bunch of new leaves that's coming, so they need nutrients. This big one over here is doing the best, so we're going to keep them going. We're going to sacrifice ourselves so that these other ones can get their nutrients. Now, some people can say, it just means put them in a different pot. Okay? Just put them in a different, bigger pot. That's not always the case. That's not always the case. Wow. Wow. That's so beautiful. So your plants be in therapy too. That's so cute. That just touched my soul. You're so welcome, Venus Pooh. Yes, so that is my advice. Start small. Talk nice to your babies. Know that everything that go on in your home, your plants pick up on it. Some homes don't get the right amount of sun to keep them alive. So get the kinds that your home can have. You get what I'm saying? Or have some that's outside, whatever the case is. So I have 42 plants in the house. And outside, child, I think I got like 15. Somewhere in there. It really just goes off of what they need. And I also, what I've started doing too, and we're going to get into the energy, y'all. I've also started, Miracle Grow has these fertilizer sticks. I started to put those inside of them. I put those in there for the start of the season, so that should last them through the winter. That's in the plant book, Venus? See, I didn't even know that. Wow. I literally just sat there and was just like, Faith, what's wrong? What's going on? And she just was like, I'm saving my, like, oh my gosh, it just made me feel good. So as I cut those off, her 3 new leaves, they're starting to like open more now. So it's really interesting when we watch them and let them happen. They teach us a lot about life too and about ourselves. So if you've been a plant mom or a plant daddy, okay, and you've been thinking about trying again, My suggested ones is don't go with the aloe, y'all. I've killed so many aloes before. Now I can keep aloes alive. But I used to kill aloe barrels too. Okay. I used to kill them things too. But money tree, I recommend those. Pothos, a bamboo. Fuck it, an allocation reginae. They're not bad. They just like sun and water. They like sun and water, literally. All right. Just too good to be true. Okay, I feel good. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling motivated to try again? Y'all feeling motivated to try again? Because that's the energy right now. That's so beautiful. So the philos, I have two of them. One of them, Bernie. We go through our things. Bernie good. Bernie is trying to lean now. So it's like, but to me, that's not an easy one to keep. Like, I feel like I got to give her a lot of new care. So the fact that you can Glandia care for a philo really good like that say a lot. And orchids, oh yeah, baby, you a good one. You a good one. You like some of the babies that you know what I'm saying, that be a little difficult to take care of. Thank you. That's the nickname my grandma's best friend used to call her, Bernie. So you like to keep the difficult babies alive. When you were really nurtured during COVID. That's deep right there. It's good to have them as a way to measure our care. You know what I'm saying? And also, I feel like plants are a good way, when you think about it, to teach children how to be nurturing and caring. Because I will say, when I had them in my class, even though we kept killing them, but I think the reason why we kept killing them is because my class was in the basement and we didn't get a lot of light. So I wanted to have flowers down there, but flowers can't thrive without light. And I didn't think to buy a grow light. You know what I'm saying? I'm with a bunch of 165 kids that break everything in my room. I'm not trying to do all that, okay? But they love to water and like do things. So it's like flowers and plants are really good for kids as well, to learn nurturing. You like your birds of paradise? Do you have the one that blooms? Y'all ready to get into the message? Or y'all want me to keep channeling energy? Which one y'all want? Because I can go either way. What time is it? I can't be on here longer than an hour and a half, though. Listen, Amanda, how you been doing, Pooh? Because I remember when you were, was it you? I think it was, Amanda, because you was telling me about them orchids. You was like, baby, them orchids. My orchid lasted a few more months after that. And she said, we're going to keep growing leaves, not flowers. Yep, that was you who was talking about orchids. I remember that. Those difficult plants teach patience, listening, observing, and tuning into their language. Yes. So I'm making it a habit, not now, next spring. Okay. Next spring, my orchid, I haven't thrown it out. I'm trying the water thing and see what that do. But, the ones that I have the hardest time with, I'm gonna try again in the spring. I'm gonna nurture what I have. Just start small, Wendy. Start small. Go to like a Lowe's clearance rack, because most of the plants on Lowe's clearance rack, except orchids, they just need water. Okay, they just need water and a little clipping and a little TLC. That's it. It's beautiful to have something to grow with. Your orchids thrive in the bathroom? Do your bathroom get light? Okay, we're gonna do Gaia, because you know what's crazy? I had picked up the Gaia book that was right here. And then this is my Gaia tarot deck. So we'll do Gaia messages first. You want to hear me sing Breathe again? Oh gosh, let me see. And I just can't wait, and I can't stop thinking about the way I used to be. And I can't stop thinking about. I be messing up the words on there. And I can't get you out of my mind. We do. We have our own conditions. Okay, you have a lot of light in your bathroom? Okay, okay. If I decide you won't see me again. Oh, this is my song. We have our own conditions to thrive, and we're getting into Gaia energy too. Let me take a puff of my smoke stick, honey. Hold on. We're going to get into Gaia. Wait, let me stop. I can't multitask. I have a hard time multitasking. Let me do this part first, and then I'm going to go to the comments. I do recommend y'all, if y'all are like me and you're easily distracted and stuff on the internet, I strongly recommend turning your phone screen to grayscale. When I tell you everything is uniform for me, so it's like, because I'm one of those people who get attracted to sparkly shit, and that's usually how advertisers get us, is through color theory. So I've been spending less from the internet when I turn my phone into grayscale in just like a few days. You know, Wendy, another thing that I do, I name my plants after ancestors as well. So some of my plants are named just after some funds, like whatever their name is. And then some of my plants are named after my ancestors. And so that also helps me when it comes to me nurturing them, because I feel like I'm nurturing my ancestor. So Bernie, that's my grandma. Aaron, that's my granddaddy. Lois, that's my great grandmama. And then I got a new one that's for her now too. And then my other baby over there is Felina. So yes, your snake plant. Somebody stole your snake plant? So you did end up doing it, Glandia? Yay! Yay! So if those of you all don't know, one of the magic things that I do. So y'all remember when I told y'all I lose locks and stuff? I hate shit, because you know people be like Delilah in this bitch, okay? The story of Samson and the magic in our hair, okay? When I lose a lock and things of that nature, I'll cut them up or do something if I pull my ends and stuff off, and I put them inside my plants, and they help keep them alive as well. So that's something that I do to help with my babies, is my hair. My hair helps fertilize them. I'm happy that yours did too. You're so welcome, Pooh. So it's not, okay, so that's my lock that fell out. Because I told y'all I lost a couple locks. One of them my niece pulled out, and the other one I pulled out. And then another one, I broke it. And then I have some that I cut the ends of them to get them cut off or whatever. And so I literally just collect them and put them inside my plants and stuff. And certain plants, my aloe loves it. That's how I learned to keep aloes, my hair. Glandia, thank you for bringing that up, Pooh. Because I sure be keeping that on the low. I don't share that with everybody because you never know who a Delilah, okay? You never know who a Delilah, and that's why this going in the membership area. You know, we have everything that we need. We literally have everything that we need. We literally have everything that we need. And so all this stuff they be saying buy and all them fertilizers and stuff is actually messing up the environment. Them fertilizers is keeping away the bees. It's messing up, it's like, oh, we're keeping the bugs away, but those bugs outside be needed for the environment. Now, yeah, in a house, that's different. But them bugs outside, we need them. So watch out on them fertilizers and stuff that y'all use outside. You may want to start, the season's changing now, but if you're getting into, gardening and things of that nature, natural fertilizers, not fertilizers that mess with the environment, okay? My favorite mixture is neem, cinnamon bark, lemongrass. That's my favorite essential oil mixture for my plants. And so I do spray them down with that to keep them, you know what I'm saying, together. Hey, Pooh. Whoo, y'all. Okay. Gaia, what you got for us, mama? Mama and daddy. that's what she just said, mama and daddy. You remember Gaia gave us that message and said it's Mother and Father Earth? That it's a dual nature, like a yin and a yang that rules Earth. So similar to how some plants can thrive in light, some thrive in dark. So how everything has a dichotomy. I'm hearing her say, don't forget the masculine parts of Earth as well. Because Earth is not just feminine, okay? Earth is not just feminine, baby. I'm not reading reversals. Everything came out in reverse, and we're not reading reversals. I'm telling you now, I'm not reading reversals. My spirit don't feel right reading these in reversals. Because I'm hearing you have been told what you need to fix long enough. And that's the Six of Water. To start it off with the Six of Water being in reverse. So within your past and your history and growing up, you've been in this cycle of fixing things. Or because the reason why I say this, because this destiny, it could be even on like a cycle of seeking something, because you also have the destiny card coming out for card 16 and then the sage for card 7. So it's something about, you know how we talk about this healing journey, for example, right? As we see this sage, it makes me think of the hermit energy. the Hermit goes away to learn. Like, so it's a period, it's a time for isolating, and then it's a time for, that look different. It's a time for isolating, and then there's a time for mingling. Okay? There's a season for isolating, then there's a season for mingling. It's something about in regards to what is this destiny? What's gonna be is gonna be. Don't be so hard on yourself right now. You're still learning. Okay, this is coming with consumption, y'all. This is coming from consumption. So if you're continuously hearing someone telling you what you need to fix, what you need to do better, what you need to do, what you need to do, what you need to do, that can become a lot on you, and it can affect like how you portray or put out your destiny, because you may be thinking in your head that there's a right and a wrong way. I'm hearing Gaia say, no, the true energy with this sage you see is dark and it's a light. Okay? So it's accepting that there is no wrong or right. There's just what you do and the consequence that comes from it. So, for example, Gaia, what you saying? Okay, say you chose to date this person, and when you started dating them, they cheat on you, your money started getting funny, all this other stuff, right? Now, the old way of being would say, oh, it was the wrong decision to ever get with that person. But the healed version is, there is no right or wrong answer. It's just that decision led me to this outcome. So now let me change from this point forward to something different. It's something about the understanding of right and wrong, or the usage of right and wrong, is holding someone back. So if you're telling yourself, I shouldn't be doing this because it's wrong, that's not working on your, it's not working to your benefit. Okay, Gaia, talk to me. There is no right or wrong. There's just actions and reactions. So don't look like it's like a self-punishment. A self-punishment. Stop putting yourself on punishment, she's saying. You don't have to put yourself on punishment. Because that relationship, yeah, it happened, but she wants you to look at what you gained from it. You gained knowledge, you gained experience, you gained information that you never would have got from somewhere else. So when you deny and say this was wrong, you're denying what you learned. You're denying the growth aspect of you. You're denying your wisdom, your sagehood. A sage goes through the dark. So the sage can't, you know what I'm saying, say, oh, I made the wrong turn. No, the sage just decides how to forge a path at the turn that they made, or they turn around and go back the other way. Wow, Gaia. Or they turn the other way. It's a mindset of right and wrong. Gaia is saying, remove the mindset of right and wrong and allow yourself to flourish. Welcome, Fun Family Fitness. Allow yourself to flourish. It's giving like a course correct. Correcting your course, correcting your path. Something with this wolf. Gaia, what's with this wolf? You may start hearing owls, or you may even see like a coyote or like a wolf or something of that sort. You've been seeing big birds, big birds, big birds. You know, you may actually, I mean, not the real big bird, you know what I'm saying? But you may actually like be seeing big birds, you know, dreaming of mermaids and stuff. What's with this wolf? There's something with this wolf. Oh, she said go to my... Where is it at? You know, I be moving shit and be losing it now. That's wild. I don't know where I put it. Oh, all this hair. I don't know where I put my what's the name dickhead. That's wild. Because it ain't in my boxes. I usually have it right here. So maybe I'm just not meant to use it. I thought I was supposed to grab my animal deck. But maybe the animal that I'm supposed to just read on is the wolf. Let me, yeah, that's weird because that deck is usually always right here. In ancient Rome, the wolf was a symbol of maternal care, courage, or victory. In the West today, it is associated with cunning, cruelty, lechery, and greed. American Indians invoked it in dance to guide spirits in the afterlife. It's like you redefining. You know what? We talked about this, y'all, around New Year's when we were channeling a lot of Gaia's energy. And we were channeling a lot of snake energy and turtle energy. Is reminding me of that, of taking back the real meanings of things. So like, we define the meaning of something. We don't have to define something as being bad. You see how the Western world defines a wolf as being such this negative thing, and that's what this world is ruled by? What this Western world is ruled by? The same things that they define this wolf by? Or you could choose to define it by connecting to your ancestors. So the wolf was used by our ancestors as a way to guide into the afterlife, which is transitions, transformations. If you all are here in my space, then you are definitely, we're on the same plane when it comes to ancestral work and things of that nature. Okay. So this is giving a vibe of when we were talking about connecting with ancestors earlier, when we were talking about with the naming of your plants and naming your plants after them. To guide spirits into the afterlife, the wolf. Someone may be getting a wolf tattoo, or they have a wolf tattoo. Pay attention to the wolf act two. Pay attention to the wolf tattoo. You may come across someone soon. You're going to see a wolf tattoo. Pay attention to the wolf tattoo. It's a masculine. Tahirus, you're going to be in my butterfly school of transformation. I do have my deaf doula classes that are starting in November. Enrollment opens October 1st. This is giving the sage now, because owls and the wisdom. We turned all of this in the upright, because remember it was in the reverse. And we were told to turn it in the upright. Gaia, what do you have right now? taking your past and redefining it, your destiny is a remix of your past. Your destiny is a remix of your past. You know how we were just channeling remixes the other day on how the remixes these days don't be new, they just do the same thing. It be the same words, just a new person get added on. That's symbolic to how people are in life when they're on karmic wheels. They just keep repeating the same thing. It's like, but you are now remixing your past. You're no longer repeating something of your past, and you're remixing it, redoing it, redefining it, revisualizing it. So you may have to sit with yourself and be like, all these things that I lost, that's also afterlife energy. It's not just people, it's anything that die. So every time I killed a plant, you know what I'm saying, I gave it a little burial outside. It probably ended up thriving outside after. You know what I'm saying? Plants is interesting. But anytime something dies in your life, how do you guide it out? How do you guide the endings? So when I end with people, I don't ghost anymore, unless, like, only time I ghost is if I already told you I'm not interested. Okay? But now I close things out with peace because I understand spiritual contracts. I don't want spiritual contracts to keep playing. I don't want them to keep going. They got to close. And so this is like remixing, because how they close is by me remixing how I viewed the situation, how I defined it, how I viewed my victimhood, or whatever the case is, and what changed from that. So this Gaia energy is like, it's a change in mindset. Stop being so hard on yourself. Whatever happened in your past, you need to remix the thought of it, remix the memory of it. Did it really happen like that? And what she's saying is, you could be sitting with, so for example, they hated me and that's why they didn't give me any love. That's one perspective, based off of what you knew up until that point. But it could have been, they didn't know how to love. They were broken. They just got violated. Something could have happened outside of that whole situation that you didn't know, right? That if you would have knew, it would have changed your perspective. So it's giving this vibe of ending all endings in peace. How do you choose all of your endings? So the afterlife is not just people, death and transformation. So even with me as a doula, as I help people through transformations, I still see that as me doing doula work, because you're now transforming into a new person, into a new being, into a new space, into a new world, a new realization. And so I help guide you into that space of how to do it. And you're walking into that space where, because you have people watching you and looking at you, whether if it's your babies or you're in the forefront in front of people, people are watching you. And although you may say, I'm nobody's role model, you're not. You're not. But we are responsible for what we're aware of. take back the real meaning of everything in your life. Like, which bird is that? I'm mad I can't hear them because I closed the thing so that I could feel the air because it was getting real hot in here. Not two of them gonna come as soon as I said that. It looked like swallows. This season, you're redefining the past. And your destiny is going to be found in the middle of there. So it's something of, is your identity an identity that's created from trauma? Or is it an identity that's created from balance of the light and the dark? Okay. Allow yourself to tap with both and exit with grace. You can acknowledge the dark, but then you have to be honest of where the dark came from. So I could be honest about, I'm angry and I want you to hurt. And I want you to feel how I feel. But then stop and think about, well, why do I feel like that? What started that? What caused the hurt? To find that it was just a wound. And with it being a wound, when that, why does that look like a Pokemon in the tree? It makes me think of a Cyndaquil. A Cyndaquil is a fire Pokemon. What? That's so random. It looked like a Pokemon in the tree. A fire sign, fire energy, passion. You know, when fire gets hurt, it starts raging. It starts spreading. Okay? It starts spreading. I don't want to get off track with the message pool. If at the end of the message I feel to be able to go into, I don't want to get off track with the current message. Fire energy spreads. And with fire energy spreading, it takes oxygen for it to keep going. So if the fire doesn't have oxygen, it stops. What creates oxygen? That's air. Air connects to communication, talking, thinking. So what we think controls our fire. It controls how we're consumed and in what ways we're consumed. And if you are becoming one of the masters, there's different types of people. You have the people who are at the top, and you have people who are like the puppets. And it's not saying everyone at the top is puppeting someone else, but some people are. You have people who know this and they use it against people. They use their emotions against them. They use their fire against them, their anger. Okay? But if someone in the chat want to answer you, they definitely can, y'all. So it's something about spirit, Gaia. Fire is of Gaia, just like air, because there's no air without the carbon dioxide? What? Carbon dioxide? That comes from Earth. And then water is embedded within Earth. It protects earth. Water is the protecting of earth. So all of the elements are of us. We have all of those same elements inside of us, all of them. But it's on how we control it and knowing when to use it and how to use it. And don't let anyone use our fire against us. Don't let anyone use your fire against you. Because it could be something of that nature happening, and then that keeps you stuck in a certain place. You know what I'm saying? So a definition of retelling a story. When we see people as spirits, take their face away. Okay? So say you have spirit A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay? You got all the spirits. Okay? So each person you meet is a designated type of spirit, type of energy. Okay? We meet sometimes people who are the same letter. So we may keep meeting the same spirit C. Keep meeting spirit C. So see it as you're not mad. The person don't know what the person is a spirit. Their energy is like a spirit to you. So instead of looking at them as an individual and as now, sometimes they may do it intentionally, but sometimes they really their spirit is on their path. Remember, there's no right or wrong. There will always be dark and light. Just like there will always be life, there will always be death. Okay? That's just the balance of life. All of it is right. That's what keeps life going. If God, Mother Earth, Daddy Universe, whoever didn't want it to happen, and it wouldn't happen. There would be none of that happening. And to say, oh, well, we're just tested until the afterlife, that's where delusion starts coming in. Okay? We can only go by what we see and know. And a lot of people present similar spirits, familiar spirits. And so when we see that the same type of familiar spirit keeps finding itself to us, right? We realize, what is my attachment to this spirit? When did I first get attached to this spirit? Was it in my childhood when I was made to feel bad for the things I wanted to do? You know what I'm saying? What was it? Because somewhere down the line, you got comfortable with that spirit type. Okay? So for example, me being the daughter of a parent who was an addict, someone who was violated multiple times, I had to sit with myself and see, where did certain spirits get introduced to me? When? And in what way? To see what my relationship truly was with it. And that's not easy, y'all, to sit with ourselves and be honest about those feelings, and to see how we do really attract and keep the spirits that we feel most familiar and comfortable with. So as long as we have a spirit type that we haven't acknowledged, so it's not a right or wrong, it's just the spirit types that we're connecting and bringing in. So if I'm operating in my feminine, most likely I'm going to attract somebody who's operating in their masculine. Well, keep someone who's operating in their masculine, because we can attract everybody, okay? It's all about who we keep, allow to stay around. If I'm in my masculine, I'm going to attract somebody who in their feminine and keep them. It's just the spirit type. It don't matter on the person. We all are a type. Don't punish yourself for your type. Because once upon that time, that type was exactly what you needed. It was the comfort, the exact comfort that you needed. But the thing is that now your spirit is ready for a new type. Okay? And that's why you've been going through these transitions. That's why you've been going through these feelings. That's why you've been going through these vibes. Is because your spirit is going through this transition where it's just like, not tonight. I got a new type, new type, new type, new type. Okay? It becomes easier for you to say no and not feel like I'm doing the right thing. You're not saying no because you're doing the right thing. You're saying no because you don't want what comes with that. It's not a right or wrong anything. It's just, shit, I don't want that. 1:30. Some may happen around 1:30 today, okay? But it's not a sense of right or wrong. It's just that this ain't, I don't want what come with this, you know? And that's with that new type energy of you releasing things in peace without judgment. That's what real judgment is. And when I say we all learning right now in this message, baby, Gaia touching my ass too. Okay? I need y'all to know she kicking me right now too as I'm talking. And it be hard when you doing messages and that shit start hitting you and you got to keep saying the shit that's coming out. You're just like, damn, I feel this. She getting me too right now. So anybody else who feeling this or needed the reminder, it's okay. It really is. When we've been conditioned for so many years of our life, it can be easy to fall back into something else or fall back to where we were. You get what I'm saying? So we just be needing those reminders. Ooh, who are you? So it's not a sense. Gaia, why is it not a sense of right and wrong? I feel like I'm sweating. Well, maybe not, honey. Whew. Y'all know how I said I keep seeing 1023. The fact I looked up and it's 1022 and I was like, yes, it's not 1023. That number has been haunting me, y'all, for I can't even tell you how long. Gaia, what's up with this right or wrong? So now that I see 1023, I'm just like, I knew you was coming. I knew you was coming. That's familiar energy, though. That's familiar energy. Like when you just know now because you're so familiar with it. Like you're familiar with this happening. You're familiar. I know this story. Okay? So I'm going to just pass because I don't like how this story ends. So it's like, you know, we got a bunch of different Disney movies and stuff. And like some of the movies, you know, we'll be like, yeah. But some of you just like, I don't want to watch that. It don't mean that the movie horrible. We just don't want to watch it. We know we don't want to feel how we going to feel at the end of the movie. Okay? If I ain't trying to see Mufasa die, I ain't about to watch Lion King. If I ain't trying to be traumatized today. Now, do that mean that Lion King is a bad movie? No. It just means that I ain't trying to feel what Lion King gonna give. You have Moonlight Goddess, repressed emotions, healing, and reflection. We just had this full moon eclipse, baby. I mean, super moon. Yeah. Card number 2. It's Is this a 222 energy? I feel like with some 333 too. The moonlight angel depicted on this card is here to reflect back to you the repressed emotions you have stored inside you. She is here to heal you through your dreams. But in order for this healing to take place, you must pour out your heart and express how you truly feel. Didn't we just say be honest with how you feel and what certain things started and what really created it? Do this for yourself and for others. Remember, all that you repress not only affects you, it also affects those around you, our environment, the plants, especially those you love the most. It is safe to acknowledge your feelings. It is all right to cry. It's not wrong to cry. Just surrender and let it all go. You are surrounded by love and the healing energies of the goddess. You are eternally loved and eternally protected. In the coming month, you will reflect on the past and you will give thanks and let go of old hurts and disappointments. If this ain't confirmation of what we've been saying, y'all, only the loving memories you will keep inside your heart. Only the loving memories you will keep inside your heart. Then, once the chambers of your heart are yet again full of light, a new season begins. A new journey, a new joy, a new passion. That's the fire. And that's going to be when you're able to control the fire and you're not being controlled by the fire. Affirmation. I give thanks for the healing that is taking place now in my life. I express all I feel honestly and lovingly, without fear or apprehension. I am safe. I am loved. I am one with the goddess. I am one with the earth and all creation. So, for example, I remember when I had to heal from a breakup, right? It was difficult. This was before breakups started becoming easy for me, okay? Breakups are easy now, okay? I will tell you, this ain't gonna work. I realize, you know what I'm saying, you ain't really feeling the kid like that. I recognize this spirit, right? I recognize this spirit. I don't want to go down this path. I wish you an amazing rest of the year. Have a great one. Okay? We good. We good over here, okay? But once upon a time, I will be down for weeks. Weeks. And I had to sit with myself and say, why is this? Because I felt abandoned. And where did that abandonment come from? Well, I felt abandoned when my mama chose drugs over me. I felt abandoned when I was put in the hands of a predator. I felt abandoned when someone chose work over me. It was a lot of abandonment wounds. You get what I'm saying? So my heart wasn't really with this familiar spirit. This familiar spirit was just here to show me that I still got this fucking hurt that I ain't sit with. That way I was honest about. And until I was able to be honest about, sis, you got abandonment problems because your mama and your daddy. And that's why you do this. This is why you did that. So now I don't have to take it as personal. Gaia, advice. Yeah, ain't nobody about to be sick like that no more. We got other things to do. You get what I'm saying? And so that comes with healing and growth and, you know, us being honest with ourselves on where this stuff was created from in the first place. Baby, them dogs got big. It's so cute watching people with their dogs and how over time they done got big. I'm one of those neighbors, baby. I know the peoples. I know who walk by here, who walk by with who dog is who. Okay. I know. Okay, I know. All right, so we said what's next. Gaia said healing. And then I say this was a 333, y'all. Guess what card just came out? Guess what card just came out? Ooh, I know a demon hate to see me coming. They hate to see me coming. They said she gonna see through my ass, okay? Card number 33, healing. Reconnecting with your true nature. So I asked Gaia what's next, and she said healing. Reconnecting with your true nature. Baby, I got all the elder energy, okay? I'll be outside on the patio with my drink, whether if it's my tea or my coffee, water my plants, put my feet up with my robe on, watching the sunrise. Baby, I'm gonna know what's going on. I even keep a space heater out there. So when it start getting cold outside, it's cool. We got a space heater. It's cool. Oh. All right, let's read this healing. I was saying that they said, baby, I live a life as like a retired old woman. That's the life I live, for real, like a retired old woman. Like 50% of the month, I live life like a retired old woman. And then the other 50%, I live life like a Wall Street banker or something, okay? So I'm getting out of my phase of being the old woman. All right, let's go to card 33. Listen, I just want to sit outside, talk to the birds. That's it. And be nosy. The lady featured on this card has journeyed far and wide, searching for happiness, which she has failed to find. Confused and tired, she surrenders and retreats to her inner sanctuary, a space of light inside her heart where she discovers a deep sense of peace. She rediscovers and reconnects to her true nature by letting go of all that is superficial in her life. She reflects on her past and is now able to see what is true and what is false, what is real and what is illusion. We mentioned illusion earlier. In the stillness of her heart, she hears a whisper, a message of love. Her heart is grateful for her return. Over the past months, you have inadvertently steered off course, gradually losing sight of what is truly important and without realizing it, losing touch with the real you. It is time for you to reconnect and rediscover your true essence and your inner child. Stop searching externally. Look within and you will rediscover the magic. The affirmations. My sanctuary is a space of light inside my heart. I find peace and contentment within my heart, reveals my truth. My heart reflects the real me. My heart guides me. It will be, Pooh. So if Gaia is saying our heart is the guide right now, right? What is being said is that the health of your heart affects your guidance. So make sure you don't get caught into the superficiality of material, and that what you desire and what you're going after is truly what you want and not just an illusion of what looks like something. I like that. I like that. Okay, let me see. Gaia, you got anything else? I feel like this was a good message. How we still end up doing an hour-long reading? That is wild, bro. That Gaia message was like a whole hour long. How? Was I really talking that long? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you double tap the screen to like the video. Yes, you can double tap on YouTube. Double tap the screen to like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you like the vibe. Make sure y'all check out my Butterfly School of Transformation, which is open for enrollment. What else? I have one more message I want to do. Damn, I wasn't expecting to be on here this long, y'all. I don't even know when the message started, so I'm going to just guess. But we're going to call it, that was a 222.